I would know. Real quick, I just do the whole video like that where you can barely understand what I'm saying, man. Breeze Guys Wasteland Wednesday murder game. Now, normally it's me murdering game, and I do all right. I think my final score is decent, like KD wise or anything. But I don't get too many kills in this game, and you guys will realize why. This is a Wasteland Wednesday on a team perspective. Like, I've never been on a team like this, honestly, in any Call of Duty game. I've won some games big, but not too big. I always feel like I get a short end of the stick, and I think maybe everybody feels this way. But man, do I not feel this way. Where I always feel like I get the short end of the stick where I get stuck with some crabby ass teammates. Like I sent the captain the pictures of that. I sent it to Garrett. I even posted it to Facebook. I'll be like, yo, man, check this out, yo. And those games where I go like 22-20, but like the rest of my team went like 1-16, and I'm like, yo, what the hell am I gonna do? I feel like I have those games all the time. So when this game happened, I was like, what? Like what? This is how it feels like to be able to like win inside with really good players? Oh, snap. I don't remember if these kids were at a party or whatever. I literally just marked this gameplay. I'll title the gameplay later on to go with whatever I want to use it. And sometimes I try to put it with a topic on a speak of hand, and other times it's kind of random like this one. But I just titled it, I was like, Team Murder Game. And I was like, right title. I was like, this is ridiculous. And when I was editing the footage and watching, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this game vividly. I was like, I've never seen an annihilation like this. Well, I'm 22-2, man. I'm a little upset here. I'm like, I was like, da. And this might be one of those games. You know the games go good when you try to put up the chopper, and there's like too many choppers in the sky and you can't put it up, which in this game is one. But, I've had games where it's like sometimes somebody else will go like scoop up the chopper, put it right in after the one. I'm like, yo, I still got my chopper though. What y'all doing, man? Like, take a chill pill. Like, why y'all kill everybody so quickly? Moving on for the positivity that this video presents over here, man. I want to talk about this rumor, this leak, which maybe at this point is very realistic. I'm recording this on Saturday, probably coming out Wednesday video, about how there may be, people have possibly tracked down some little files, some little data of new weapons coming to Modern Warfare Remastered, some akimbo weapons, and some new weapons, Modern Warfare 2 kind of weapons I think I've read, or something like that, like ACRs and stuff like that, coming into Modern Warfare Remastered, which we all know will be based off of supply drops, and that's pretty much the end of the game for me. I mean, I might still play it or whatnot, but boy, I talked about it in one of my videos when we first got this first batch of updates here, and they opened up the kind of supply drop, the COD point, stuff like that. It's only a matter of time until we get guns in the game. Raven said that they wouldn't, but we all heard that song, Dance Before, and it's money. I talked a little bit about yesterday how I feel like there probably is more people playing Modern Warfare Remastered than Infinite Warfare. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. We don't really have numbers of either. They don't really put numbers out anymore. I think because the numbers are lower and they don't want people to talk about it. And that's me checking the score over there being like, huh? So what's going on? I was like, these people still in the game? I think they don't really want to show numbers about it because there's not else to brag about right now. And it's not all... one thing to take a perspective here about like reduced people playing Call of Duty and reduced the sales this year weren't as bad as last year and all that stuff, and we've kind of been on decline or plateaued at the very least. It's not all about that, man. Like, it's not all that like Call of Duty isn't doing great. Like, you could put out a great game, but like if you look around this, man, there's a lot of games. There's a lot of really good games, man. Like when Metal Gear Solid 5's out, when The Witcher's out, when Horizon's out next month, when the Switch is out, when Mass Effect drops, when Resident Evil 7 drops. Like, come on, man. Like, there's like a ton of stuff. Final Fantasy 15. So many good games to play. Like, you can't expect that one series will dominate, even if it's the premier first-person shooter series. And it's still dominant. Like, numbers are still crazy that it puts up. But I feel that that's a little bit of what we're seeing. And I feel like if you're Activision, you're thinking to yourself, all right, man, so we got a bunch of people playing Modern Warfare Remastered. We don't got that many people playing Infinite Warfare. Pushed all the market behind Infinite Warfare, and they're still going to push it, with all the DLCs and whatnot. We're putting it over there, but we're not making enough money coming out of the supply drops over there. Well, guess what? We got to put the supply drops into Modern Warfare Remastered. That to me seems like evident, clear. It's like, oh man, like look at that. Most of the community went over there. That's where the money's at. Let's put the money. Let's ask them for money. Let's get the money over there. So I'm not surprised by that, but I don't really like it. I mean, I've stated it right. Yesterday's video, I said it a bunch of times. The second you bring in weapons that come in supply drops that you can't earn any other ways, the second you break the game. Like it's no longer an even playing field. It's no longer anything. Aesthetic stuff, don't care. You can put 1,000 different camos in the game. I thought it was really cool what they did with this set of camos because for the most part, these camos kind of fit into the game, right? Like Modern Warfare Remastered is a pretty serious game. Black Ops 2 is a little more goofy, right? Black Ops series is a little bit more lenient in what they could do, and they kind of push the envelope a little bit in terms of their seriousness, in terms of whatever. Modern Warfare Remastered is very much, it's still very much a recent, kind of game. Like if you look at this kind of stuff, with the fight in the desert at mass and whatnot, like that's still stuff that's applicable to this day of like going on over here. Whereas Black Ops 3 is in the future, we don't really relate to that as much, and it's not as visceral. So you kind of want to be careful with the kind of guns or the kind of camos that you bring to the game. And I thought they did a very good job with that. But obviously, at some point, I kind of expect there to be weapons, and maybe at some point there'll be some goofy weapons. Maybe there'll be an energy weapon in this game, which at that point you kind of throw them on a Warfare Remastered. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I hope this video is completely wrong, but I doubt it.